5 Unusual People in the World, Part 106. Hello you guys, I'm Keisha, and have a great day. A lot of people have such weird appearance that we would never believe they are real. Shrink tumors change their appearance, and shrink conjoined twins. That is absolutely not everyone's wish. Who are they? What are they capable of? Let's meet them in this video. Let's explore with this video. Are you ready? Let's begin. Number 5. Krista and Tatiana Hogan. Krista and Tatiana Hogan, born in Vancouver, Canada, are extremely rare conjoined twins in the world because both are conjoined at the head. This condition is known as craniopagus twins, the rarest type of conjoined twins with an incidence of 1 in 2.5 million cases. The parents of 2 children knew that the children were conjoined at the head and difficult to predict during pregnancy. However, they are adamant not to have an abortion. Instead, the couple decided to keep the 2 children and have them checked regularly since birth. Each person has a fully structured brain. However, their brains are specially connected, so Krista and Tatiana Hogan share the same senses of touch and taste and can even control each other's limbs. Tatiana can control 3 arms and 1 leg, while Krista can control 3 legs and 1 arm. They may also switch to self-control of their own limbs. The twins also said that they knew each other's thought without having to speak. Despite their physical limitations, both sisters are able to ride specially built bicycles, skate, or even learn to swim. However, the health of the 2 is still weak. Tatiana and Krista have diabetes and epilepsy. They both have to take medication, blood tests, and insulin injections every day. The sisters also regularly have to go to BC Children's Hospital in Vancouver for medical checkups. Although there are cases where the tumor is surprisingly large, this is the first time I have encountered a tumor of this size. Who is this poor man? Let's find out together. Number 4. Zhao Xingfu. Mr. Zhao Xingfu, born in 1954 in Guizhou, China, has a huge tumor on the back of his neck that makes him look like an alien. It weighed 33 pounds and caused a lot of difficulties in life for this man. Fortunately, he was freed from the death is better than living situation thanks to an operation. The tumor Mr. Zhao has, scientifically known as lipoma, can form anywhere on the human body, as long as there are fat cells. They are usually located under the skin and are soft to the touch. Most lipomas are painless, affecting only the body's appearance, but they can also have a bad effect if they form in the internal organs and leave the pressure on other organs or nerves. He started having tumors at 17. Initially, the tumor appeared only the size of a chicken egg. As it didn't hurt and itch, he didn't care, and his family condition at that time was very poor. Didn't have enough money to pay for medical services, so they had to abandon it. Over time, the tumor grew and began to affect his life. He can only sleep on his side, can't wear a pullover, and needs help from his family to take a shower. It was not until 2018 that his family raised enough money for the surgery. The person who treated Mr. Zhao Xingfu said that it took doctors 10 hours to operate. However, the tumor was only removed about 95%. Still, 5% of the tumor germ couldn't be completely removed. However, this has also helped him have a much better life. Next will be one of the world's longest living conjoined twins, who not only wowed doctors, but also caught the attention due to their gender and love story. Number 3. Laurie and Dory Chappell. Laurie and Dory Chappell are conjoined twin sisters, born in 1960. It is remarkable that these twins can live 2 separate lives together. Laurie has romantic relationships with a man, while George, whose original name is Dory, decides to live like a man. Although they share the same apartment, they have separate rooms, and Dory has a pet, while Laurie doesn't. Laurie's room is decorated in a woman's style, while Dory's room is the complete opposite. Dory eventually decided that she had an identity disorder and started identifying as male and changed her name to George and lived as a man. The twins' condition is quite strange. While Laurie can move normally and completely healthy, George has a spinal fracture that makes walking difficult. Because George could not walk, The man sat in a wheelchair, while his sister, Laurie, pushed it to let them both go. The twins share 30% of the frontal lobe and important blood vessels, which means they can't be separated like many other conjoined twins. If doing it on purpose, they will both die. When they were born, the doctor said they couldn't live past 20, but now they have proven that the doctors were wrong. Laurie and Dory had a fulfilling life. Although the face was deformed, that did not stop this man from becoming an actor. Filming with Hollywood star Scarlett Johansson, he hopes his appearance will destroy stereotypes about a person's appearance. Number 2. Adam Pearson. Adam Pearson was born in 1985 in Croydon, South London, England, with a very strange face. The man said he was once nicknamed the Hunchback Quasimodo, Elephant Man, or Scarface. Some people even tried to remove the lumps because they mistakenly thought he was wearing a mask. At the age of 6, he was diagnosed with the rare neurofibromatosis, a rare genetic condition that causes tumor on nerve tissue. This disease affects 1 in 2,300 people worldwide. In Adam's case, the tumor made his face unusual. Adam's twin brother, Neil, also has this disease but has different symptoms. Neil has memory loss, but his appearance is normal. Even at school, Adam didn't escape the stigma. Many teachers knew it but were willing to ignore it as if nothing happened. At that time, Adam always felt self-conscious about his disfigured face in front of the teasing. Things got better when he went to Brighton University to study business administration. After graduating, he got a job in the TV production department for BBC and Channel 4. There, he also auditioned for TV series such as The Undateables and Beauty and the Beast, the two films that challenge stereotypes about people with disabilities. Number 1. Salisha Nada. Salisha Nada was born in 1989, a resident of Bagamoyo, a district in the Pwani region of Tanzania, with a strangely large left foot extending from the heel to the ribcage. This is a swelling that looks like a giant tumor. However, the medical facility there is not adequate to identify what it is. Salisha Nada told reporters who visited her home that the swelling really caused her many difficulties in daily living. Not only that, but it is also accompanied by severe pain and high fever, especially at night, making it difficult for her to sleep. When the problem started, Nada said she went to various hospitals but didn't get proper treatment, and the growing swelling made her uncomfortable. Her father was surprised to see that every time he went to the hospital, his child was only given ineffective pills that made them despair, not wanting any more treatment. Although her disease is unknown, it appears that she has suffered from lymphatic filariasis, commonly known as elephantiasis, a mosquito-borne disease that poses a serious threat to the approximately 406 million people living in Africa. When chronic, the disease leads to lymphedema, elephantiasis in the limbs. Surely, none of us would like to be in their shoes. They always want everyone in this world to love and help them. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to watch more interesting videos. And now, goodbye and see you soon.